Ooh, I'm so excited I could crush a grape with my bare hands. But instead, I'm going to watch this video with you. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, the biggest stunt, and that stunt I said, by the way, in cinema history. And I think we're going to get a new trailer really soon, because we've already had Tom doing that massive drop from, well, literally from a plane, I'm assuming, thanking all the fans for watching Top Gun Maverick. And now we've got this, and I present to you my case, Your Honor, that we are going to get an absolute bomber of a trailer for Mission Impossible Part 1 Dead Reckoning. But right now, let's watch and listen to the dulcet tones of Christopher McQuarrie, the director and best bro for Tom Cruise and the man himself.
This is far and away the most dangerous thing we've ever attempted.
I want to go to Norway.
We're going to shoot it in Norway, and it'll be a motorcycle jump off a cliff into a base jump. I wanted to do it since I was a little kid. It all comes down to one thing.
Since he was a little kid.
There's a lot going into this stunt. So Tom put together this master plan to coordinate all of these experts in each of the particular disciplines involved to make this whole thing happen.
John and I are jumping out of the helicopter, and he's going to chase me. That's what we say to each other. Don't be careful.
When he talks about the disciplines of preparing for a massive stunt like this, it almost sounds like the disciplines of martial arts. Isn't that insane?
Be confident. Be confident.
That's right, baby.
A year of base training, advanced skydive training, a lot of canopy skills, a lot of tracking.
Tom Cruise, he's an amazing individual. You tell him something and he just locks it in. His sense of spatial awareness, he's the most aware person I've ever met.
Lots of practice on stability and free fall.
Tracking with John and Miles in the air, doing lots of different positioning, like they're a two-man team in the air, coming on top of each other, below each other, backtracking, front tracking. You know, we've drilled and drilled and drilled.
When you do a lot of jumps back to back, the canopy control skills improve a lot.
We have 3 open canopies, which is a good thing.
The training's gone really well. It's good.
Poor Christopher McQuarrie, he's like the surrogate father for Tom Cruise. He's like worried about every step the guy takes. And I guess that's why they work so well, because Tom is like, you've got to remember, Tom Cruise makes $1 billion a year, and at least half of that he has to reinvest into the films that he does. The reason being because Paramount cannot insure him anymore. And I think his partners, it's Stephanie Wagner, I think I've got her name right. You know, they're still lifelong partners when it comes to film. And yeah, that's the reason, man. You can't insure Tom Cruise. So the only person who can insure Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise himself. But do carry on.
Hey, McHugh.
How are you?
Great day, man. This is the next part of training right here, motocross.
Oh, look at that.
You train and drill every little aspect over and over and over and over again.
They were doing 30 jumps a day.
Getting to a point where he was just a machine. I mean, over 500 skydives.
Woo!
That's what we do.
And by the way, it's Paula Wagner, not Stephanie Wagner. That brain fart moment appeared and then it disappeared.
Over 13,000 motocross jumps.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's great.
We replicated this ramp in England at a quarry.
We filled the quarry with cardboard boxes, which were
Because
there to
Christopher
catch
McQuarrie
the motorcycle.
made a quarry.
The reason why we did that is so that Tom could simulate the jump.
How fast should I go off? What distance do I travel?
Oh my
We built
God.
models of different ramps at different angles to calculate what Tom's trajectory would be. We have to be able to consistently predict where Tom is going to be in 3-dimensional space. Every single one of Tom's
Ooh, a
jumps,
drone. I saw a
along
drone.
with his ground speed, whether there was a headwind, whether there was a crosswind. And by doing this multiple times,
Kestrel,
we were able to
love
get
it.
a consistent set of data.
So that each take we can see what height I am, so this way we
Holy
can set drones and
shit.
cameras in places where I can go right into close-up. Rule 1,
Don't hit me with the drone.
Because if we do it all, we don't capture it right, what's the point?
You know what's really amazing? It's such a science, isn't it? Planning all these shots. He's done it for many years. He's been planning for many years just to make this one scene together. If you don't go at the right speed, you're going to miss your jump, and then the drone overhead camera is not going to capture that great moment that's meant to thrill and delight audiences around the world. It blows my mind. I mean, James Cameron, he talks about Avatar and the advances he's made in technology. I'm sorry, James, I gotta cast you aside, mate, because Tom here is the man. He's working with the best people in the industry right now. These people are probably getting a lot more in their pay packets than they would if they were working for a normal film studio. But I digress, Your Honor.
Let's do it, guys. Ready? Yep. Always wear my earplugs so I don't hear myself scream. We are ready.
Oh my
The
God.
key is hitting certain speeds and being consistent with that. There's no speedometer, so I do it by sound and feel of the bike.
No! Whoa! You're kidding!
And then as I depart the bike, I'm using the wind that's hitting me here, and I'm cupping my chest. That will give me lift.
No speedometer. What the hell?
Thank you all very much for your help, guys.
You're welcome, Tom. See you at the premiere. Bye, Mr. Droney. Bye, Mr. Droney. Oh my God. It doesn't look that high for where I'm sitting. Oh, actually, then again.
In Norway.
Oh my
We've been constructing this ramp
God.
over a number of months. Everything here has to be brought in by helicopter. Engineers and technicians, it's incredible what they've done. This is masterful. Today is day one of principal photography, and we are starting
shit,
in
look
classic
at the
mission form
scaffolding.
with the biggest stunt in the
And he's got to fly out of it.
Oh,
course,
I
when
can't look
something's
at
been done
this.
for the first time, you can't help but worry a little bit about how it's really going to turn out.
With a jump like this, the challenge is finding the cameras, it's the amount of preparation, and then it's weather.
You want the light to be right, you want the clouds to be right. Misty, but not foggy. This weather right here is exactly what we're looking for.
Which means you might have to wait days for the right weather conditions to be there for you to do your filming.
Now we're going to
I
set the
talk
frames
like
of
I'm
this
an
camera stick with
expert.
the drone just to verify everything, then we're going to get ready.
You know, the only things you really have to avoid while doing a stunt like this is serious injury or
And
death.
breaking wind.
Here we go. You're riding a motorcycle, which is pretty dangerous, on top of a ramp that's elevated off the ground, so if you come off the ramp, that's gonna be very bad.
Oh,
You're falling.
shit.
If you don't get a clean exit from the bike and you get tangled up with it, if you don't open your parachute, you're not gonna make it.
By the way, this is my first time watching this, folks, so I don't know what to expect. Love that music. Woohoo! Parachute? Oh. Oh, hey, you know what that reminds me of? GoldenEye.
The only thing that scares me
man.
more is what we have planned for Mission 8.
Hey, you know what I gotta say? That the biggest takeaway that I got from watching this amazing footage from Paramount Pictures, Tom Cruise really cares about the cinema-going experience. He's the only actor I know that's figured out what the algorithm is to bring the audiences in, to spend billions of their hard-earned money on being entertained. No woke agenda, no weird identity politics, and preaching to the misled about what they should be learning when they're going to watch their favorite film star on the big screen. Watching films is about escaping the real world for 2.5 to 3 hours, but if you're watching Avatar 2, then boy, get your refund while your sanity still lasts. But Tom Cruise, he has figured out the algorithm. I think he's going to keep chugging along. I think he's going to bow out with maybe Tropic Thunder 2, because Mission Impossible 8, what Christopher McQuarrie said at the end there was basically, if you think this is what we got for part 1, wait until you see what we've got for part 2. And on that one, folks, I am out of breath. I so enjoyed myself, but I have to do one more thing. Hello. If you enjoy this video today, you've only got 30 seconds to comply before everything goes tickety boom boom. And speaking of boom boom, Haley Atwell, will you protect me from the explosion from your lovely heavenly boobies? I certainly hope so. Jeremy, you want to join me? There's room for one more, you know.